10 dangerous foods that your cat should never eat. Humans and cats both require water and protein in their diets, but that's about where the similarities end. Cats have very different dietary requirements than humans, and many human foods can be hazardous, causing digestive problems, vitamin shortages, anemia, and even death. So while your curious cat may be drawn to the fragrance of your food cooking on the stove, it's critical to understand how it can impact their health. To know which foods can be dangerous to your cat, keep watching. Let's dig in. Number 10. Uncooked potatoes and tomatoes. Tomatoes contain solanine, which is not only hazardous to cats but also to horses and dogs, according to the ASPCA. If the stems and leaves are consumed, cats can have gastrointestinal problems, tiredness, a decreased heart rate, and other symptoms. However, the ASPCA states that the fruit in its ripe form is harmless. Some commercial pet food brands include tomato paste in the ingredients. Because the paste is often manufactured from ripe tomatoes in moderate amounts, you don't need to worry too much. Similarly, cats should never consume raw potatoes because they contain solanine. Raw potatoes are tough to digest for cats. If you suspect your cat has ingested raw potatoes or raw potato peel, contact your veterinarian immediately and watch for indications of solanine poisoning, such as vomiting, diarrhea, and lethargy. Number 9. Canned tuna. There's nothing Tom Cat loved more than a good can of tuna. But cartoons aren't where you should be getting your animal general knowledge. Canned tuna lacks the minerals that cats require. Feeding it to your cat on a regular basis might actually result in malnutrition. Excessive tuna consumption can also raise the risk of mercury poisoning. If your cat likes the fishy flavor and scent of tuna, consider giving it ready cat food made with human-grade tuna. Pet meals meant to be served on a daily basis have to supply the vitamins and minerals cats require, ensuring that they obtain the proper nourishment while also fulfilling their appetite. Number 8. Raw meat, eggs, and fish. Raw meat, raw fish, and raw eggs frequently carry germs like salmonella and E. coli, which can be toxic to people and immunocompromised pets. Uncooked eggs contain an enzyme that reduces biotin absorption, which can contribute to skin and coat issues. Raw fish also includes an enzyme that degrades thiamine, another B vitamin necessary. A cat without thiamine might develop neurological issues that can result in convulsions or coma. So, is it safe for cats to eat raw food? There are safe methods to offer raw foods to your cat. Prepared raw meals produced exclusively for pets are controlled to guarantee that no hazardous microorganisms are present. Number 7. Onions, garlic, and chives. Any chef can cook culinary wonders on onions, garlic, chives, and leeks. However, all of these are deadly to both dogs and cats if consumed in excessive quantities. Garlic is around 5 times more poisonous to cats and dogs than onions. Certain breeds and species appear to be more susceptible, particularly those of Japanese ancestry. Onions and garlic cause gastroenteritis and, more significantly, oxidative damage to red blood cells, which causes them to rupture. Because red blood cells transport oxygen throughout the body, their destruction causes anemia symptoms such as lethargy, pale gums, and elevated heart rate, accelerated respiratory rate, fatigue, exercise intolerance, fainting, and even death. Alliums also relax the heart muscles and widen the blood vessels, resulting in circulation difficulties and low blood pressure. This causes weakness and further impedes oxygen supply to essential organs. Plus, compounds generated from several of these plants impair blood clotting. Onion and garlic poisoning can be delayed, and clinical symptoms may not appear for many days. While little amounts of these foods can be healthy for certain pets, particularly dogs, large amounts can be extremely harmful. Contact your veterinarian immediately if you believe your cat has consumed one of these plants. Number 6. Milk and dairy products. You might be asking how cats can be lactose intolerant if they drink their mother's milk as kittens. Kittens lose the enzyme that converts lactose from their mother's milk as they get older, and as a result, they lose the capacity to digest milk or dairy products. This usually occurs approximately 8 to 10 weeks after kittens are separated from their moms. Many cat owners start weaning their cats at about 4 weeks old when they offer solid food and water alongside mother's milk. Contrary to what some may think, cow's milk is not the same as mother's milk, and it doesn't include all the nutrients required to maintain a healthy growing cat. In reality, cow's milk contains excessive fat that is not necessary for a cat's diet. Specifically formulated cat milk alternatives are more appropriate and contain less lactose. These, however, should be used in moderation and under the guidance of your veterinarian. As kittens progress from milk to solid food and water, they lose their capacity to absorb lactose altogether. As a result, adult cats and weaned kittens that ingest milk or dairy products can develop gastrointestinal problems. Number 5. Liver. Too much liver consumption can induce vitamin A toxicity, a hazardous illness that can weaken a cat's bones and in severe circumstances lead to death. According to WebMD, vitamin A poisoning causes malformed bones, bone growths on the elbows and spine, and cause osteoporosis. Comment below if you think the liver was good for your cat. Number 4. Grapes and raisins. Even a tiny amount of grapes or raisins can make your cat sick and lead to the fast evolution of kidney failure. Vomiting might occur within 12 hours of intake, and other symptoms like lethargy, diarrhea, decreased appetite, stomach discomfort, decreased urine, and abdominal pain can appear within 24 hours. Grapes and raisins can induce renal failure in cats for unknown reasons, and even a tiny amount can make a cat sick. Early symptoms include frequent vomiting and hyperactivity. Although some cats are unaffected, it is advised not to feed your cat grapes and keep grapes and raisins away from counters and other locations where your cat might get them. Number 3. Dog food. Cat food should be high in vitamin A, taurine, arachidonic acid, and protein, but dog food is always low in these particular nutrients because they are simply not necessary for dogs. Cats cannot survive with low vitamin A and protein doses even if dogs can. Cats that don't get enough vitamin A might get heart disease and suffer from visual and dental problems. Number 2. Chocolate. We've all heard that chocolate can be lethal to dogs, but also toxic to cats. Chocolate contains methylxanthines, which can induce vomiting, diarrhea, high body temperature, muscle tremors, irregular heartbeat, stomach pain, increased thirst, and seizures. Caffeinated drinks also contain methylxanthines, which should be avoided, and darker chocolates are often more harmful than milk and white chocolate. Consult your veterinarian if your cat exhibits any of these symptoms. Number 1. Alcohol or raw dough. Alcoholic beverages and meals containing alcohol are also harmful to your cat. Ingestion of uncooked dough or alcohol can result in vomiting, diarrhea, tremors, disorientation, breathing difficulties, coma, and even death. If you suspect your cat has even a tiny amount of alcohol or raw dough, take them to the vet immediately. So, were you aware of the dangers these seemingly normal harmless foods present? Comment down below. And if you found this video helpful, go ahead and hit the like, share, and subscribe button. Thanks for watching.